Hi, everybody out in YouTube land. Merry Christmas. What's good today? What's good? Who's all in here? Hi, Street Scenes. Hi, Gallatin Ghost. Hi, JK Pioneer. 14 people. How's it going? So, hi, Redneck. Sorry I'm late. Couldn't, think, oh, I've got 10 minutes. And those 10 minutes are like, boom. And then I got to figure out how to make, anyway, who wants to hear that? Nobody. I hope you guys are all having a great day. I hope your holidays were nice and everything was, it was just weird, wasn't it? Yeah, I'll talk about, here's the beverage of choice tonight. I'm having a cheers. Well, hi, Jack. Did I say that already? Okay, here's my plan. I was revisiting my notes, my older notes from when I first got, people say your intuition or your first instincts, when you look at something or, and I captured a lot of that in notes. I don't know how you guys all worked on the chase for yourself, but I am so random. Like I have bits of paper that look like, here's look at that mess. Only I could understand this, honestly. But I can understand it. So all I can say is I'm so frustrated. I'm frustrated, just as all you are with the chase. And where it is right now, I'm not going to say how it's ended because in my eyes, it hasn't ended yet. Yes, the chest has been found. Yes, that has ended. And I get that. But what I don't get is, this has taken too long. This is painful that we don't get to know and figure it out. So it's like, you know what? He did it. And he's given us, and Jack did it. And Jack, if he figured it out, here, I'm trying to rearrange. Hi, Redneck Express. I wish I had Zoom. I mean, I have Zoom, but I don't have the subscription Zoom. So somebody could, follow along and chat, because what I want to do is go back and look at my notes of me working strictly on the poem. Because what Jack has said is that, hi, K-Pro. Hi. Merry Christmas. I caught you live last night, actually, just a wee bit after midnight, my time. I had already fallen asleep, but I had fallen asleep with my phone by my head, by my pillow, and I heard a ding, a notification, and like a minute later, another notification, and it woke me up. And so I looked at it, and my first notification was from Gadelcon, who sent me $109 just out of the blue. Just boom, just showed up on my phone, $109. So Eugene, if you're in here under an incognito name, that was amazing. I'm like, what the heck is this? And then the other notification was that K-Bro and Cow were live, right? So I'm like, one eye open, going, wow, and then tuned into it and just like laid there and listened while, and I can't remember much about what what you guys are talking about, except for it was, I saw that K-Pro had a giant glass of moonshine and the ice cubes like instantly melted. There was like fire in a bottle. I hope you have your normal Bud Light tonight and everything is fine. Hi, Lucky Digger. Yeah, way to go, gay. What? I mean, what a thrill. What a thrill to wake up and see, like, you got money. It's like, what the hell? I don't know what I ever deserved for him to be so good to me. Like, he's so good to me. Eugene. He's my... Eugene takes care of me. He's awesome. Okay, so here was my plan. I want to skirt the whole mess. And I want to work on the poem my damn self and go back and use, okay, because Jack said what clues he gave us were that you, like he said, you had to be a English major or something like that. He alluded to the way the language was used and like the meaning of words. And Forrest has always alluded to, and Forrest has even said in interviews, I heard him say, if you could, he stopped himself. He said, if you could read that poem, but he stopped himself and says, if you can, and then he stumbled on his words after that read. That was a Lorraine Mills interview. And so there's got to be something about the way this is interpreted, right? And the and the thrill of the chase is also very much alluded to the interpretation of the poem being the key to figuring it out. By talking about the Rosetta Stone and all the misinterpretations or the misquotes, that's like the big picture. If you step back from the thrill of the chase, the pages from the thrill of the chase, and just go with what the commonalities are amongst those pages, like the overall big picture. Can you guys hear me okay? I feel like I'm being really quiet. Is the audio okay? Everything cool? Everybody good? Sadly, math was my best subject, not English. See, and this is where JK Pioneer. See, but this is where this whole groupthink comes in. You know, you have strong math skills. I suck at math. I am dyslexic. I read numbers backwards. So, you know, somebody else's strength is somebody else's weakness is somebody else's yada yada, and we go. But okay, Jack Jessic, just fine. We can hear you great. Okay, great. I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay, so when you step back and look at the common threads through each one of the chapters in the thrill of the chase, the common theme is there's always a misinterpretation, a misquote, starting from the very boom, you know, the waiting for ships that never come in, the poker reference. And that was a song that Ernest Tubbs actually typed from somebody else and redid the lyrics just enough where he could sing that song and get away with it because it was really written in like 1910, something like that. And so it still had it has, like, music has to be 100 years old before the copyright's no longer valid or whatever, then it's free for everybody. So anyway, so he stole those lyrics, but he also, just like Ernest Tubbs did to the original guy, which I do have this in somewhere in my notes, the original author of that song. Forrest did the same thing and then changed it to the poker or 4 cards and a joker from 5 cards in the cradle, right? So well, anyway, the gist of this, I exhaust myself, you guys. I need to take a drink. Hang on. How does one overcome shortcomings? I don't know, Street. Is that a riddle? I have too many shortcomings to understand that. Okay, so what am I getting to? What is the point, Susie? Oh, I just know 33 people watching. Hi, 33 people. Hi, Jeep Girl Jody. I see you've joined in too. Nice to see you tonight. Lucky Digger, did I say hi to you? Nice to see you tonight as well. What's a cradle in poker? Yeah, what is a cradle in poker? That's a good question. We've got poker players in the room, April, that know these things, right? Or is that really a thing? Or are you just saying that? 5 cards in the cradle. No, I mean that interpretation I get. Life deals you 5 cards in the cradle. When you're born, your hand is you're born into the hand. You know, you don't get to pick your parents or your relatives, you know. So so life deals you 5 cards in the cradle, and so Forrest turned it into 4 cards and a joker, because you do get a wild card, you know, or he got a wild card, the joker, you know. But anyway, back to my point. My point being, the what I see, the thrill of the chase is full of misquotes and misinterpretations. And then he mentions a Rosetta Stone, and that grave marker is also a misinterpretation. That is also misquoted. Uh-oh. Where's here it is. I've got two versions of the book. One I wrote all over, right? So I need the one I wrote all over, because that one just, I didn't care. What am I looking for? No, I'm not going to go that. Never mind. I can rewind, reel myself back in. Squirrel, drink. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay. What's my point? My point. It's okay. So it's a matter of interpretation. Let's just say this whole thing is a matter of interpretation. Then let's go back and look at the poem with that in mind, right? I've outlined as sure, like I wonder, everybody's approach to the chase has got to have been widely different. but yet in the whole, like, okay, so I'm just going to show you my, I have a whole notebook full of just scribbles and of meanings of words. And here, look at, I'm noticing like the word brown, like a lot of these words that I looked up at various times, I kept going back to like what dictionary, if Forrest looked up words, like he, in one interview, in an early interview with Lorraine Mills, from, I would say, 2011, 2012, one of those, 2013 perhaps, he had said that if he needed to look up a word, he wouldn't use it. He was just like, and like blowing off the rules of spelling, the rules of, grammar, English, that sort of thing. He said he blew them off. But then he, in the Moby Dickens interview, he said that was it the Moby Dickens or was it the one anyway, one of those other interviews, he had said that he goes, I'm a writer. I look up words. And then he kind of he stumbled on that and reeled it back. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about because you guys are just as crazy into this as I am. So don't pretend you're not. Okay. So I thought, okay, if he's looking up words, and then he also had said, where somebody asked him, where do you look up words or what dictionary do you use, flat out? And he said, I use Google. Well, Google has its own dictionary, but I took that as I Googled the first dictionary. So I found myself a copy, a searchable copy that somebody turned into PDF, searchable PDF files. Uh-oh. Sorry, Google. I said Google, and now my phone is waiting for me to. Oh my God. That's too creepy. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, it was a squirrel. All of a sudden, I caught eye of an email. This is not the time. Sorry. Back to Fennhaven. What was I even talking about? Now it just went. Okay, yes. Okay, back to the original dictionary. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go back to the source. What's the source? What is the source Forrest is using? I use Google to find the first dictionary, and is it going to do it again? And started looking up every word, right? So the word brown, I found, I didn't make crap up. I only wrote it down if it was fact, proven, found, the word brown, signifying a river or brook. The meaning of the word brown is signifying a river or brook. I think a lot of people get tripped. Didn't Jack sort of allude to the fact that people are, he did, getting caught at the second stanza. I keep looking over here at the second stanza because I have I have the poem up on my wall over here. So that's what I keep referencing, the big giant, my big giant poster board. But so if there's other meanings to the word brown that we don't know about, that were an obvious, legit, at one time, the word brown was signified a river or brook, and that was legit. I'm not making this up. That's what it said in the dictionary. So what if we took words like that, took different meanings? Let's reach a little further for the meanings of these words than just what's sitting on the surface or what's sitting in our yeah.
What's the Wi-Fi password?
Wi-Fi password is office 936 something off. Okay, you know where it is?
Where?
It's on the Wi-Fi tower.
Yes.
Pick it up on the bottom. Okay. It says clear. Oh, it's what it is. Clear. CLEAR. Clear office 932. 932.
All small letters.
Yep, all small letters. Clear office 932. That was my sister. She we're gonna have your Wi-Fi password. You're gonna have to get in range. Now what was I saying? Oh yeah. Talking about interpreting the poem. Okay, so yeah, what if we do that? What if we do want me to wrench everyone? Why? Is there somebody in here being unruly? Should I take all wrenches away? Everybody gets to play no matter how horrible it gets. See what happens. I want to today, I'm rising above the fray. I just like, let's get to the point. Let's get to the poem. Let's find a way to interpret this that is for real, because Jack's done it. He found a way to interpret the poem. I'm going to do that. Here's home. Close to one's breast, to the point of design, to the utmost, fully. Home could mean fully. Home could mean to the utmost, to the point of design. Home is the point of design. Okay, so you know what? There, and then halt. Halt is also when you have a limp or you're lame or crippled, is described as a halt. When a person can walk with a halt. And isn't it funny that the word walk and halt are together, or not too far, but you know what I'm saying. They're used consecutively. Jesus. How can you guys stand to listen to me? Holy shit. I already want another beer, and look, I have a full one. Almost, it's not too far, but too far to limp. What was I getting to that? This is what brought me to Cripple Creek. Cripple Creek is in Wyoming. And it's not in Yellowstone, and I don't see a reason for it not to be in Yellowstone, but Cripple Creek is a possibility. Okay, but you know what? I am being really scatterbrained about this, and I'm so sorry. A gate. Yes, street scenes. I just saw a gate. If you have it, absolutely. A halt could be a gate. I should be writing this down because we've already had wonderful ideas about what a possible. Let me find a. See, this is what I do. I open my pages up to any random blank page and start writing stuff. And you know what else is about this? Half of my book goes this way, and then I have to flip it over because half of my pages are upside down. Like I picked up my book upside down and start. Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? La 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 la. Oh, here's a bunch of quotes. Okay, anyway, squirrel again. I need a piece of paper. I'm going to get a piece of paper out of here. I'm going to rip it out instead of. Or here, it's a hole punch. I just. Good God. Where was I? I can't remember what I was going to write down. It was good. Colorado or Wyoming Cripple Creek? Wyoming Cripple Creek is where I found, isn't it near the Green River somewhere? I can't remember now because, you know, I have been all over the map without ever leaving my house. Hey, Hoolie, you didn't miss anything except for me chasing squirrels. But I'm gonna figure out the poem tonight in front of you all live. Boom. Mm-hmm. Let's start over, okay? Should we include the first? Okay, if I was to start over right now talking about the poem, do you guys want to begin at where warm waters halt? Or do you want me to start as I've gone alone in there? Do we want to start the first stanza, or do we want to begin at where warm waters halt? I think warm waters halt. But okay, so what has Jack said about the first stanza? What has Forrest and Jack both said about the first stanza? Do we know any new information from Jack? About that? Yeah, and Street Scene says, Isa Lake or Isa Lake, ISA. I know people have used that, but Forrest said, you know, there's no clues in that first stanza. So what is the point of it? It seems like it would be a key part of it. So what? Okay, Nomadic Madman. Hi, Nomadic Madman. Where warm waters halt is the first clue. The first stanza is icing on the cake, but doesn't describe him going in somewhere. Okay, yeah. Okay, so there it is. If I'm going to work on we want to work on the map. I'm going to write the word map and underline it. Okay, so if we're going to do the map, we know the map starts with where warm waters halt, that the second stanza, And now we do know that it ends with look quickly down, your quest to cease, because of that great. Did you guys know? Am I not? I got to remember where. Okay. One of the documentarians that are out there interviewed Forrest, and he got a clip of Forrest saying that it's obvious, like eye roll obvious where the last clue is, and alluded and pretty much said that the last clue is look quickly down your quest to cease. Just take the chest, go in peace. That's the last. So we know that where warm waters halt, to take the chest and go in peace. So stanzas 2, 3, and 4 contain 9 clues, right? So if we just work with that chunk, where Nomadic Madman says warm water salt is not an obvious thing. Boiling water is not obvious. It's just too hot. Near Guernsey, Wyoming, there's a spot the pioneers used named Warm Springs. I know. Guernsey is a town in Wyoming, and he named Guernsey right in the that Bessie and Me chapter. But you know what I found about that area, because I did do that same thing that you did, that Guernsey, and looked in that area, the elevation isn't right. And I don't know if that's considered, it's too far east. Like it's not considered in the Rocky Mountains quite. Like you would have to be, it's kind of a stretch to include that area in the Rocky Mountains when you're describing it. Near Guernsey, Wyoming, the Sunshine Mine is an interesting spot. You know what, Nomadic Madman? What I like about that whole mine thing, even though Forrest says it's not in a mine, but a claim, what if Forrest has a claim out in the middle of nowhere, and if you find gold on the claim, isn't that a way to get around? I know nothing of mining laws or whatever. But I mean, there's got to be a reason that the majority of the things and what we got to see in the thrill of the chase when it comes to the treasure is the gold nuggets and the coins. Basically, yeah, we did get a couple frogs, and one of those frogs weren't even in the damn chest. He left it hanging on his wall. Is that why? Is that one of the things that Forrest used to that he'd want, like the person who found it would want to contact him? Susie, when I was just a lad, I spent a few weeks using a sluice box in Alaska. Did you find anything? Did you get any gold? How fun. Ooh, as a kid, that would have been right up my alley, too. Hooli, message retracted. What do you say, Hooli? Bill Gorman went through Guernsey, Wyoming. In 1972, had to stop for an army tank to cross the road. April, Susie, I asked Jack for what was in the chest. He gave me a list of things, probably not all, but cool to hear of details. No kidding. Wow, April, that's awesome. I know the chest has to be inventoried. If he's selling it as a thing, or, even however it's being dispersed, it's going to have to be completely inventoried. Every single little thing in there is going to have to be inventoried, Okay. Yeah, you can't just go, here's 42 pounds of gold. That's not how it works or whatever. Okay. Lucky Digger, do you watch the video that I posted on oops, sorry, that jumped. I posted on your last video. Did you watch the video I posted? I'm not sure. What was it? You have to remind me, because I can't remember. I can't remember what I did yesterday. Supposedly many abandoned mines. I had a silver coin from the Sunshine Mine. Count. Hopped away. Oh, I threw my pen. Hang on. Rolled away. Okay. You look at the empty space in an atom. The treasure chest is mostly empty, according to quantum stuff. And everything is moving, right? I will make sure that gets in the Google Doc with all the emails to and from Jack so everyone can see it. Yeah, that's great that whoever's orchestrated that, you're orchestrating that and found somebody else to take. That's wonderful, because what a resource. That's, I think we can find so many clues in this. It's almost like he wants somebody else to figure, wants that pressure off of somebody else figured this out. I don't know. What does the autobiography say? Jan Schultz. No, Jeff and Schultz. Jeff, not Jan. What does the autobiography say? I think that's the Eric Sloan connection. But that's me being all Eric Sloan, pie-eyed for Eric Sloan. Hooey. And don't look in my head. Quit looking in my head. The emerald ring represents a big prize is missing. The emerald represents... I am not worried about that emerald ring. I think that is possibly could either be something that Jack says is missing, because that's something he wants to keep forever himself, and and doesn't want to make it a thing, like what emerald ring? Make it disappear. Don't care if he did that. That's fine. Or my other theory is he said he dropped it, but that's what he left that behind, and that's going to come out in that book, possibly. Isn't there a book coming out? Isn't it going to be like, maybe that will be the hunt for the emerald ring? It's creating a myth, it's like, by saying that emerald ring is gone, now it's the myth of the emerald ring. I don't know. Where was I? You know what? I already want another beer. Did I drink that beer already? I sure damn did. Gosh. It is. Okay. Guess what, you guys? Are you gonna, whoops, I got it clicked down. I see my name I just uploaded my first YouTube video about Steamboat Point. Steamboat Point is a ship that never comes in, which is alluded to right in the on page 5 near Yellowstone Lake. Oh, Nomadic Madman. I like it a lot. I will check that out. I got to write that down. Nomadic Madman video. Okay. Susie Fenn, have to abandon the inside cover that speaks of in a cipher. So it doesn't say it's in a cipher. Oh, or are you talking the you mean this? The identification card? Ooh, I just love that idea of God, that I really feel like it has something to do with it. Because the whole thing is right there, the identification card. There's another really huge example of misinterpretation, misinformation, wrong information, misquotes. It's the wrong picture. Or is it the right picture and the wrong age and height and weight? There's a period after Texas. Texas is not an abbreviation. I could go on and on, but you guys are sick of all that information because I've talked about it. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Here's what my that's what my page 5 looks like. Oh my God. Wait. Okay. Wait. I actually speak. I can speak sometimes. We get to hear you, Nomadic Amendment, like real words come out of your mouth. Oops, everybody retract everything. ES. Hi, ES. Can I say hi? Or are you here? Why did you retract everything? Did you have a bunch to say and then just scram? It is a clue. Okay, Pro. Oh, he's got clue. If you got clues, it's time to spill them. You know what, you guys? I'm going to go get a beer. That's just how it is. So talk amongst yourself. Hi, Dave Bradshaw. I will be right back. I'm going to run downstairs and get a beer. I'm going to shut my mic off. Okay. BRB. Okay, sorry about that. Thanks, you guys, for hanging in there with me. Sure lost a few people, but whatever. I don't care. Okay. I stocked up, got 2 beers and a 7-Up. Because 4 beer, I have a 3 beer limit. And if I drink all this beer, that will be 4 beers for me. And that's never a good idea. Okay. Where were we? What do you guys, the ID card info? Yeah. He suggested it was a last minute thing, maybe a bag with something else. Next will be a potty break. No, I already did it. That's what my second. I'm all good. Sorry. Well, yeah, I drink 2 beers and I hope I don't have to. I don't know. I'm not going to make up rules. Not going to make up rules. Whoops. Okay. Situated. Yes, olives in my beer. They're so good in there. Salty little snacks. Okay, let's get back to this. Clowning around. Do you know that Richard Weatherall? Okay, the bracelet that Forrest got was from when Richard Weatherall discovered Chaco Canyon and or rediscovered, or whatever you want to say there, and and then the turquoise beads were right. Okay, did you know that how he died? He was shot and killed over a dispute over a cow. He was killed in a dispute over a cow. And then I wrote cattle. Okay, I'm going to dig out my other notes. They're right here. This is my Forrest Fenn box. Oh, do you want to see my? Have you guys seen this? I'm sure I showed this before. My this is my cow lizard drawing I did for. I was gonna color it in, and I threw it in my box. That's K-Pro and Mike in the, look at that's K-Pro and Mike. He has coffee and she has a beer. Never got done. What am I looking for? I'm looking for. Oh, this is gonna break my heart. Here's Forrest Fenn's a birthday card. That I made for Forrest Fenn that I was too chicken to send. I never sent it. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. Oh, God. I just saw Tony Henman's address. This box is a box of tears is what's going to happen here. Oh, no. Quick. Keep digging. Find something fun. Hurry up. Here's more interpretations of the poem. What I'm looking for is this. This is it. This one has a lot of different. That's me working on the poem. Here's me working on the poem with all the words turned from English to Spanish. Look quickly down. I use quickly down, look quickly down as overlooking. I don't know how I got there. It made sense at the time. But an overlook is a common place on a map. I mean, that's a place that you can find in the poem and on a map. To me, is an overlook. Okay, looks like, whoops. Looks like an alien is living us off. No, that's Capro with a Bud Light. Or it might even be better if it was Capro flipping you off. She has a lot of people that could fit. I'm sure she wants to flip people off all the time. And when you're a cartoonist, you can do whatever you want. You can draw whatever absurd scene you want, including aliens flipping off whoever. There's Capro. She's listening. Oh, hi, Ray Reddington. I see you. Okay. Where was I? Oh, I'm looking for poem interpretation. This comes out. Okay. I was going to get my old money, new money. Here, okay, here's East egg, West egg. East, West. Old money is East, new money is West. And you know where I found that is F. Scott Fitzgerald. What is the book? Not The Catcher in the Rye, but The Great Gatsby. In The Great Gatsby, old money was on the East Bank, new money was on the West Bank. So when you hint of riches, new and old, it could be directional. At one point, that's how I sliced and diced that. Here's my Fennhaven, I tried to come up with a secret code using, I call it a Fennhaven. Mm-hmm. Where an A should be an E, and E should be an A. You know where I got this? From the bells. Okay, where I got my Fennhaven was from the bell on page this. In the same chapter that mentions the Rosetta Stone, is this bell where it says right here, he misspells the word dollar, where he spelled it DOLLERS, dollars, ERS. But when in the caption, the word dollars is ARS. So there should be an A where there's an E. So I devised a cipher where you started, where there's an E, there should be an A. So under the E, I started A. F is B, G is C, H is D. You know? Well, that didn't get me anywhere, obviously, painfully obvious. But that's that. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my poem interpretations. Oh, here's Fembury artwork. Where's this one? A forest gathering. Here's my icons. I use the red hat as a, that'd be great. I was designing those for a website that I was going to make and never did. Here we go. Here we go. Here's what okay. And at one time I actually went to the library, and you know how the library, they have like the huge dictionary that's like this fat that has to have a special board, and you can't move. I mean, it has, I want to go and look up all the words to the poem in the dictionary where all the words are. I want the biggest ass dictionary ever made. I want to know every definition for the word, whatever. And I did find I can't remember the damn word now. I'm sure I have it written down somewhere, where the word meant fork. Way long ago, the word meant fork, but you would never guess it. Like the word Ben, like you've been wise, meant fork. Or, something crazy. And now I can't find that. And it's like, God, that would be good information to know now. Because what if there is a fork, a word, a common word that, what if it's the word paddle? Paddle means fork. And, God, I wish I knew which one it was now, because that could be really useful, because it really feels like this does comes down to interpretation. I'm sorry, what am I missing? What do you guys, Gallican Ghost says, my most prized find was a paddle, fur trapper era, complete with leather hand grips and nails intact. That is super, ooper duper cool. February 2021. Hey, is Davio in here? D22 in here? Hi, Davio. Nice to see you. Merry Christmas, my dear. Pancakes. Pancakes for all my friends. Street, you gonna go? Where are you going, Street? Oh, February, the epic February. I think I shared it with you, Susie. Uh-oh. Cable like Clark Fork. Oh, Hooli. Okay, thank you, Hooli. Yeah, Clark Fork. Ooh, that's so good. See, there's like so much out there that there's got to be a way to reel it all in. That's what I want to do. This is what I want to work on. And I don't want to talk about the crap and the fray and the BS and the, I want to talk about the realsies. Oh, and here's where I've gone down the rabbit hole of the words, the conjunctions, the it's instead of it is. He used it's with the apostrophe. And if we're reading this poem as a map, that has to be that has to be where two things come together. That has to be a direction. That has to be where there's something crosses or comes together. And in those three stanzas that are solid, it's so that I in is. Why didn't he just say it is? Because he says, as I have, not as I've gone. There was an opportunity for isn't it a conjunction? No, because that's where you hook. It's called a contraction. Isn't it a contraction? Oh, Jesus Christ. It's all in the words. Forrest wanted his daughters to know about Clark Gable because they didn't know how much about his family. Hi, David L. I see you message retracted. Never got to read, but nice to see you. A gable roof. Where's the word gable? Where are we finding that? I know Forrest talked about Clark Gable but is that in the book? Or is that off the page? There's in book or off page. OP. Oh, look, here's my scholarly information about Ernest Tubbs and that whole song and how I can relate it to poker. Do you know what? The word cow, when used in poker, is sharing a buy-in with intent to split. Joker is wild in canasta, the 53rd card. In the game of war, the Joker beats all. In Go Fish, the Joker pair is used as a 27th pair to prevent a 13-13 tie. A blaze is when all cards are jacks, queens, and or kings. Okay. Squirrel. No. Keep me focused. What am I doing here? I'm looking for poem. I'm looking for the poem stuff. Oh, here's the periodic table. Davio, you'd appreciate this. Here's my periodic table research written upside down, sideways, and backwards. Trout Creek. Wonder where Trout Creek is. I was using numbers. Like I was using, I don't know. You guys don't give a shit. I don't know why I'm sharing. That's not, okay, point. Here it is. Here's another one. This is what I'm looking for. Poem interpretations. This is cut to the there's artwork. There's, oh my God. Okay, here it is too. Here's another poem. Here's where I taped it together because this on the next page I consider a part of the poem as well. Has to be some sort of instructions or some sort of because maps, a paper map, or I suppose all maps, I don't know, they have a map has a key. They have a, what is it called? They have the legend, the map legends. Our map legends are Captain Kidd, Eric Sloan, George Burns. Okay, there's our map legend. Burns means 100? How about if the blaze means 100? And so what if that's how Jack figured out the blaze was fake somehow, because the real blaze he figured out in the poem, and the real blaze meant 100, meant a number. Could that be? Think about that a second. I don't know. I mean, okay, wait. Where was I? I'm going to go all the way to the bottom and go up. Okay. Oops. Until one has loved an animal, a part of one's soul remains unawakened. I don't know. Is that a note to self? Okay, what's this? Okay, well, I think I've gathered an... Oh, wait, I just saw another one. Wait. Oh, no, that's gypsy magic. Okay, well, I'm going to go with that. Where's the lid? Right here. Okay. Oh, there's more. The difference in the don't touch, or the do not touch, and the do not touch is one has an exclamation point, and the quotation marks look like 99 instead of, it looks like 66 and 99. Nobody wants to hear this. I'm so sorry, you guys. This is like the worst show ever. This shit sucks. Susie, what the hell are you doing to us? What kind of weird torture are you putting us through? Okay, here's another. Oh, I kind of like this one. If you've been wise and found the blaze. If you've been wise. And this is, okay, I'm going to pull this one out, because this is where I was trying to find things in the poem that could also be places in the real world, or how you could make it into a place in the real world from the words, right? And so I thought maybe if you've been wise means you've passed the school. What if there's a school, a one-room schoolhouse, or maybe where a one-room schoolhouse was, or, that is a part that is in the chase. That is solid. That is a part of the chapter where he tells us that from Cody, it was 50 miles out of the way to go to this one-room schoolhouse, and you're learning a lesson. It says, those who teach, what is the quote, you guys? God. Something about God's workshop. I'm not looking it up. You guys know what I'm talking about. Those who teach as a child labors in God's workshop. So if you have been wise, so if you've passed the school, what if the school is a landmark? And, somewhere near, I'm not trying to make the poem fit an area. I'm trying to find an area that fits the poem. Right? And so if I'm looking for an area, and I think there might be a school. I'm going to try to find a school, I'm not going to like go out to an area and I don't, you know what I'm saying, you guys? Oh my God. Okay. Okay, and not far. It's not far, but further. Not far meaning further. How did I come up with that? Not far. But too far to walk. But too far means you passed it, right? So if past, I should just say the words, write them down, and then try to read it later. I shouldn't try to make a sentence out of this while I'm in brainstorming mode, right, you guys? Yes. Let's pretend we know what we're doing. Okay, I see my name. I sent you a picture of that quote. Thank you, Jeep Girl Jody. I was just looking at my just right now, you mean? You should divide a map of Wyoming into Yellowstone and not Yellowstone and go from there. That's a good idea. Okay, but first step is figure out interpretations of the poem. Let the poem take us to inside Yellowstone or outside Yellowstone. Let the poem take us, just like Jack did, right? Oh, I just seen it. That's not the email from. Did you just send it to me, Jeep Girl? In Greeley. What's in Greeley? Did you find a redneck expects it's not a parking lot until you draw lines? Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, here's another little fact I'm going to write down. A little fact about the chase. We know we have to get into a car and we have to drive to a parking lot and park that car. And that parking spot is in Wyoming. These are the facts. So if the poem has to lead us to a parking spot. There's no other way to get there. So where in this poem is the parking spot? And right here, I think halt. You come to a temporary halt is a temporary condition. A temporary condition, meaning a stop is a stop. A halt is a hold it and then go again. It's a stop motion and then return into motion. So if you're taking your car, you stop your car. It's a halt. You get out of your car and you keep going. Right? Okay. Glad I got that. I'm feeling smarter and smarter as the beers go down. Oh my God, I already drank that other beer. Oh my God. Now, I mean, I still have they taste good tonight. Oh, right. I see Title to the Gold. Caught my eye here. It said, Fenn had a friend who had difficulty walking, and that's a whole scrapbook in Too Far to Walk about him having to, he had to carry, was it his old football coach or was it an army buddy? I want to say it was his football coach that he had to carry into Yellowstone, and then he got so mad at those government officials that just drove their big old car in there, and then oops, things went wrong with the car. That scrapbook did talk about having difficulty walking, which is a halt, right? Okay. See, I said I was going to write stuff down, and all I wrote down was a number 1. I'll have to go back over my, okay. Lucky Digger, odds are that it is on the border of something. You are right. There's another thing. I'm going to write that down. It's on or near a border. And that border, so let's even go further and say, what is on or near a border is the parking spot. I would say that the parking spot is on or near a border. And I also would describe that parking spot as possibly being across the road from where you actually have to be. And that comes from no place for biddies, is I can cross the dang road anytime I want. You know, the sass of the 8-year-old Forrest. And the biddy, you know, they thought they're better than me and went up, you know, made a big deal about crossing the street. So we could be looking for, okay, a parking lot that is on or near a border, that also possible street crossing. Like you have to, that's just how it's situated. Like you have to park on this side, but the feature or whatever you want to walk to, the area, the chase, maybe it's a hunting chase. Maybe it's a fen. Maybe it's a forest fen across the way. Maybe at that parking spot, everybody gets out of their car and goes this way. But we need to get out of the car and go across the street where nobody goes, where there's not supposed to be. That's not where the thing is. Whatever the Ojo Caliente sign says, this way. And instead, you're supposed to go this way and cross the street. Possible street crossing near a border. I would also describe our parking lot as being, what does Jack say? Okay, I know this is out too. What he said about the distance from the parking spot to the treasure was less than a mile, right? A mile or less. Hi, Jarl Sors. Nice to see ya. I resent the pictures of the inscription and the mural in Greeley. Oh, okay, let me look again. That's why I was off looking at my phone. Are you using rfhecky at Gmail? Let me look in my other folders. Why it would not be in my junk folder, because It's obviously, I'm just going to say all mail. I will look in my other, oops. You might have my other email address. No. Okay. I'll give it a minute. Okay, we're describing the parking lot. I like this. I'm doing it. I know better than to drink more than 3 beers. I know better. Oh, I'm going to be mad I did this tomorrow. This is an occasion. This is Christmas, right? Special occasions. Break your own rules. The ender is ever drawing nigh. Gaining. I boiled that down to one word. Gaining. Let's work on and take it in the canyon down. Jack told Alan Kay that, what did he say about the canyon? He said that the canyon, was a canyon really a canyon? Did you find it in a canyon? Did you find the treasure in a canyon? And Jack's answer was maybe. Maybe. So does maybe that mean that it was physically a canyon? It looked physically like a canyon, but it wasn't called a canyon. Like there's like Black Canyon Road, or something canyon, or like it's not in the name of the area. Doesn't contain the word canyon, even though it is a canyon, which is very possible. And I used to, somewhere here is the Spanish word for canyon, because somewhere we must all agree that somewhere we must translate something from English to Spanish or Spanish to English. Canon. Okay, so it's CANON, canon, as in, the cannonballs, is the Spanish word for canyon. There could be a road, and there could be, it could be, we're talking about all things possible here, not just limiting ourselves to small in the box thinking. We're going to try to think bigger. And so it's possible that the road name, the actual road name, is something canyon. It could be that. Okay, I see my name. Don't forget about a border. Yeah. And then that makes me think of the Montana, the northern Montana, Wyoming border, and the 212 highway, and that being the boiling point of water. And water is no longer warm after it turns into a boil. So if we're looking for a place on the map, we need a road. We got to start out on a road. We're in a car. What road are we on? Okay, let's say 212. Our warm waters halt is 212. And the border of 212 There is, what is it? Warm Springs Canyon? Right there? Sure feels like it. And that's like I think that whole idea is a common solve that many searchers have come up with, and that it couldn't, it's not that far-fetched to think that many other people have come up with the idea of the location being something just as simple as that, but didn't take it far enough, or didn't take it deep enough, or didn't take it, got that part, but never got understood where the rest goes from there, right? Which, duh, that's what we kept hearing over and over. Oh, life is too far to walk. Title: Where in the first book do you believe? My first inkling, when I first, I give you title to the gold. Title to the gold. To the gold. The gold. The gold is first place. The gold medal is a first place award. A gift. Okay. I give you title. A gift. Ownership towards first place. Your effort will. Provocation, temperament. I have written down. Your effort will be worth the cold. Provocation, temperament. God. I've done it tired, now I'm weak. I wrote struggle. Or what was the other? Exhausted. And I wonder if it really is that simple. If we do need to keep boiling these words, this whole this whole line. So why is it that I must go? Instead of saying, why is it, just use the word considering. Why is it that I must go is a consideration. If you want to take that, if we're going to chop up the English language, and leave my trove for all to seek. If you boil that whole sentence down to one word, and leave my trove, abandon. Abandon property. Consider abandoning property. The answers I already know. Boil that down to one word. I boiled that into history. If the answers I already know it, it's history. So consider, abandon history. I've done it tired and now I'm weak. I've done it tired, now I'm weak. So I have struggle, exhausted, surrender. Consider, abandon, historical, surrender. You know what that says? Chief Joseph. And then if you boil down the sentence, so hear me all and listen good. You boil that down to one word, that one word is attention. Hear me all and listen good. I want your attention. Same thing, says the same thing in one word. Your effort will be worth the cold. Persistence. I boiled that down to one word, and that one word is persistence. If you are brave and in the wood. If you're brave and in the wood, I give you title to the gold. I use that as one sentence. I don't, there is not a comma after wood. So I put that into one giant. In the wood, if you're brave, and in the wood, I give you title. If you're in the wood, you are inside a book. And the title, if you're in the wood, I give you title to the gold. Okay, I kind of like this. This is a really good one. Here we go. At the top, and with my treasures bold. Together, along. Okay. Tony. X marks the spot. Message to retract. F did not want to die. Title to the gold. Why do you think I named my channel Title to the Gold? Okay, Larry. Robert Frost. Right? Poet. Poetry. It is the big secret. Jack, Tony, LOL. Gallatin goes. Forrest popped their tires out at Grud. Right. He did it tired. That's so good. And that goes to the Concy Wood. Chapter 7. Too far to walk. And you know that I think the 7 stands for F. I mean, a 7 in the throughout the thrill of the chase, the page numbers, anytime that font's used, that 7 font is used with a line through it. So it looks like an F. Every 7 in the thrill of the chase, page number. So page 77 happens to be Forrest himself. That's the picture of him climbing up the ladder into his airplane or into the fighter jet. That's so we don't get to see page FF. We just get to see a full page picture of Forrest. And on page 17, it looks like IF. So it looks like if. So if if the word if equals 17 in my world. And I got that from page 17. If somebody looks at that in the future and doesn't know, or just looking at the font says if instead. Anyway. Oh God, military way of writing numbers. Right. That's something I don't know anything about. At title. So where is this area? Okay, Larry, what is a radial? A radial is a tire. A radial is also a projection off a compass. Title to the gold, read Concy and me, and read Flywater. The poem is about heart. Okay. William Sparks. Hi, William Sparks. In the wood, a wood box at the base of blaze. X marks the spot says, I've said it once and I'll say it again. Jack doesn't know the solve. Truth is pending. He has the chest, but he did not obtain it legitimately. In my opinion, I don't know what AO means. That is your opinion, because I absolutely believe 100% that Jack knows the solve. It's hard to convince me otherwise, because there's no other way to get the chest other than figuring out where it is and going to it, right? Poem is about finding what makes one happy. And it's so true how everyone takes their own life experiences and applies it to how they see the thrill of the chase and the poem, the chase. It really is really personal. And no matter what you're looking for, you're always going to find it. That's just radial tire. Yeah. Reel back in. Quit getting so all blah, blah. 4 beers in, acting all 4 beers. Where's the sugar? Maybe I need some sugar. I got new chocolate covered cherries. Okay, quit clowning around. Okay, back to where we were. Let me see what else I got. This is good. These notes. Boy, that was super clever that day. Your quest. Here's one. Your quest to cease. To cease is to stop. If your quest ceases, I interpreted your quest to cease as a rest stop. If your quest to cease, stop and rest, or rest stop. But that's before, but that was before I knew your quest to cease. That was the last clue. I thought maybe a rest stop was also a place you can find on a map, of course, but building up to the location and not actually the location. But now we know that is it. This one's not a very good. Let's see what's on the back. Hemingway iceberg theory. Only 1/8 is above water. Brown equals turn right. How did I get turn right from brown? But I did. I wrote it. It must be true. Okay, Lucky Digger says, Susie Fennhaven, then you can say that the first it means quest. Okay, let's go with that. Let's write that down. Begin it. Begin your quest. Start. Begin. There's no other, begin. I don't think we have to chop that word up into many more pieces, because it's just like, Here it is. Boom. Your principal location, your principal starting point is an important wooden sign. This one is where I was in New Mexico. This happens to be one of the copies of the poem where, because I have Agua Fria and Ojo Caliente southwest of Taos. Yeah, let's move on from that one because we know it's not in oh yeah, Cimarron. Touch Me Not Mountain. Ah, there is really wonderful. I'm 99% sure the blaze is a rainbow. That's what I wrote. And that was probably because I saw Eric Sloan's painting of the rainbow over Taos. I'm sure that was Eric Sloan related at the time. Okay, here we go. Let's go back to this one. Thrill. I have pierce. Like a piercing noise, a ring, a thrill, a really loud ringing of your ears, like piercing. A chase, area of enclosed land reserved for hunting. So if that's the title to the gold, if we're looping back to I give you title to the gold, the thrill, the chase meaning an enclosed area of land which fits Yellowstone. It's so many. I give you title to the gold. The title is Yellowstone. Yellowstone, 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 Yellowstone. It's hard not to see it in any other way. Okay, I'm gonna look. Hi, Okie Tarman. Quickly down your quest. First letter of the word. Q B Q. Flip it. 696 from the last blaze. I don't know what all those words mean. Homer Brown. Oops. David Bradshaw says, Homer Brown. Where's Albright building? Oh, Albright in, you know what? And the Blaze Albright. Isn't there an Albright library inside Yellowstone? We know Forest and Books. There's lots of titles in the Yellowstone library. Okay. Hi, Tony Rusi. Maybe a mud puddle is an ocean depending on who you think you are. Yeah. And to the dirt, I'm a caliphate. Don't know. Cheap Girl Jody. I don't believe it was in Yellowstone, though. Also, Gredby Lake was too popular and not really secluded enough to me. Street Seas. So can we be 100% sure Forrest's special spot was also in his memories? Yeah, obviously, right? I don't know what you mean by that. Of course it is. His clues were genuine. Fenn was genuine. That's what, if Jack is walking in Forrest's shoes, perhaps he stole them. Or perhaps Forrest gave them to him. Maybe he's walking around in Forrest hush puppies right now. And that would be none of our beeswax. Jack is legit. Okay. He said, Jeep Girl Joy, he said he always knew where he would hide it. Yep, he did. Fenn didn't lie much. Only 15% of the time. Hi, Chase and Indy. Cheers, dear. Merry Christmas to ya. The captain's quarters for Oscar J. Brown. What's the captain's quarters? Really? Is David Bradshaw, and is this that's interesting. Is that a place you found in Wyoming? The captain's quarters. Jeff, title, that lake is in the middle of nowhere. Me in the middle. Which Hooley, Madison, Madison, I, mad son. I saw that. Hooley, I like it a lot. The Madison. Okay, Larry. If I walk a mile in straight direction, turn left 90 degrees, then turn left at a curving direction for a mile, shoot a bear, then turn left 90 degrees and walk a mile. What color is the bear? White. Title to the gold. I think so. Otherwise, how would we know? I don't know. TTOC memoirs. Oh, street scene says Jack Bugs Bunny. Well, if it's the captain's mess, let him clean it up. Well, it's the captain's mess. Let him clean it up. The chest is in our laps. It has to be discoverable somehow. Indeed. Okay, Larry, you're on it. Missing info. It's pi. Oh, as in 3 point. Hi, Zozo Rocks. Nice seeing ya. Merry Christmas. Thanks for joining us. Title to the globe. Merry Christmas back. Hello, Zozo. Everyone says hello. Okie Tar Man. 7980. Hints, clues. Says it's not in Yellowstone. How so, Okie? Because on page 15, when he says, he said he was almost 79. Or what was the exact words? That means he was 78. Oh, no, he said he was in his 79th year. When you're in your 79th year, that means you're 78 years old. So there goes that theory. And I also think Eric Sloan was the one who wrote that, because Eric Sloan, I think he was 78 years old when Forrest asked him, when they decided between the two that they were going to write a book together. And Eric gave him 5 pages or 5 paragraphs. I never can remember. I think this page 15 is one of the pages that Eric Sloan gave Forrest. And so when he says, now near the end of my 79th year, I think that's Eric Sloan talking. I think that's Eric Sloan, when he was 78 years old, gave this page to Forrest. And that asterisk in a book never written at the end of the page is the book that Forrest and Eric never wrote. And that's this book. That's this book. And that's this page. So it says now near the end of my 79th year. So he's 78. And just a few pages before this, he had told us he was 79. So Forrest is 79, but Eric was 78 when he wrote this. And that is how I justify that anomaly between the ages. Okay, what was that about? I don't know. Kikro, what was your favorite gift you got for Christmas? Oh, I'm going to let the kitty in. Hang on. Hi, kitty. You want to come in? You come in, cat? Yep. Put the cat in. Okay. Yeah, what did you guys get for Christmas? I told DJ all I wanted for my birthday is eat spaghetti and sing karaoke at home. Is your birthday today, Indy? Are you born? Are you a Christmas baby? Too far walk. He pushed Kanzi on a bike because he couldn't walk. Oh. From the car to the chest, 245 feet. The anagram on page 147 says not Yellowstone. What does it say then? Hi, Richard Rutherford. Nice to see you. Merry Christmas. Thanks for joining us. I've got 55 people. That's amazing. No, Susie, Indy is just strange. Well, and that's why we love her. Strange is welcome here. No, strange is preferred here. Oh, my birthday's in January the 18th. I see. Oh, and you're the 20th, Jeep girl. Okay, we're getting off topic. Okay, you guys, it's because I can't think after 3 beers. The wheels fall off the bus. I wish somebody else would go live so I didn't have to think so hard. And I can just sit here and listen to somebody else's ramblings and brumblings. Okay, what's this one say? For all, sum or total, and leave my trove for all to seek. Sum or total. I don't want to look at that because that doesn't matter. We only are concerned with stanzas 2, 3, and 4. From now on, I'm gonna circle this, not to be okay. Let's see. Not far. Okay, I have this. Not far is close to. If it's not far, then it's close, right? Close to. But too far, that means you passed. And to walk is to exit. So here's what close to, past, exit. I also have the same breath. I have not far instead of close to. I have long road. Not far, but too far to walk is long road. And that could be the name. That could be the name of the road, long road. Nomadic Bandman says, Susie Fennhaven, 2, 3, and 4 is what you should focus on. Yeah. Keep reeling me in, you guys. Close to his house. What is Susie, Jack told me you need 1, 5, and 6, though the clues are not in there. You need them like ingredients. Ah, okay. Ooh, isn't it fun to think about though, you guys? Jack can't take that away. That whole okay. Oh, there's Cheap Girl Jody. Is that you posing? Whoso teaches a child labors with God in his workshop, is the quote. Imagination is more important than knowledge. And then she showed me, and then it's Einstein on the side. It's like graffiti, but it's art on the side of a building. And I love that. That's in Greeley. She says Greeley. And Greeley is Wyoming, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow, I like that a lot. Anything that you can relate art, that tie to art, because, Forrest is an artist. We all know that. Oh, yeah. You can see the engraving above the door. Mm-hmm. Early Congrats Street. What's going on? Street. Thanks, Ghost. This is my 8th grandchild. You had a grandbaby? Well, when you have 7 kids, you're going to have a shit ton of grandbabies. Lucky you, street scene. Lucky you. Oh, Greeley's in Colorado. Or are you asking? K-Pro's asking. Greeley is in Colorado. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Is that on the border? The Wyoming border? I've seen it all and lived to tell. Susie, not to cause problems, but I think the HOD is done. I'm going to miss the HOD. I don't know what that is. Thanks, all. Forrest also said something was going to do a research college, but they wouldn't take him. Something like that. Title to the goal. Jack knows the blaze was damaged. I'd say it was missing. Well, you can say whatever you want, but Jack is the one that gets to really say it. He lived it. One more mind to play with. Romantic. I went there today about the Google form for Jack's emails, and it's closed. Is Dale's gone already? Is Dale's blog gone? For real? Damn, Barbara. Grr. Grr. She makes me so angry. She thinks this shit's about her. She's messing with my chase, my hero. This is not her chase. That's, oof. Oh, I can get angry thinking about her. Quick, find empathy for her. She knows not what she does. You know what? She doesn't give a shit about the thousands of people like me that this is, to me, this is my chase. This is my forest, Fenn. This is mine. And it is just as personal to me as it is to her. And how dare she try to take that from me? She wants to claim this as hers. I have just as strong a stake as she does in claiming that this is my chase. Bitch. Oh my God. Oh, now I want to get another beer. I can feel my heart pounding. Why did I think of her? Why did she let her creep in and ruin my Christmas? God damn it. Selfish flipping people. That's what that is. Oh my God. Whoops. Thanks, Huli. Thanks for understanding. Oh, I know you all do. It's hard to take the high ground on that one. And for her arguments aren't shit. What kind of lawyer is she? I think she's a shitty lawyer because I haven't heard one argument but beside her going, fuck off. That's her argument. Oh, really? What does the blah, blah, blah mean? Or whatever. What kind of lawyer is that? She has no argument. I can argue that this is my chase and not hers. I could do that toe to toe and I guarantee I would win. Who owns the chase? Not frickin' her. The struggle is real. Struggle is real. My double chin is just bad enough to rest on my boobs. Oh, God. I'm not getting sued, so I'm glad to tell her to F off. Oh, wait, I already did that. Oh, well. It's one of her favorite things to do is hate on you, dear. You do something right because she just can't stand it. Whatever. Cheers. It's always funny. Forrest thought she was funny. What are the odds of that? He probably did find humor in her. I mean, she probably was just until she somehow dipped off the end and decided this was about her and this is a whole prank on her. This is about her. Everything about this and every scrapbook he put out, everything was for her. Not for you, not for me. This was for her. I've never tried to talk to her. It would be kind of fun. She made a fake book to smack talk about my boyfriend. I want to meet her in a bar just once. Whatever. That's just so funny. She's got... I'm going to zip it now. It is... See, now I was going to go above the fray. But that's something that's so personal. You know? It's attack forest. And that's... I take that personal. My forest, Fenn. Can't help it. Oh my God. Okay, focus. I know I can't. Maybe talk about the source. That would be nice. Yeah, let's laugh our ass off. That's more fun than anger. And the source does make me laugh my ass off. Those whores. Oh, and she's boning Greg. I give him credit for seeing an opportunity and jumping on that. Oh my God. But he's like the devil. He's like eggs are on and not in a good way. It's like, oh, he saw an opportunity. Street, you are too slow, man. Uh-huh. There's more to that guy that meets the eye. He is absolutely an opportunist. And you know what? Has anyone seen that clown in the chase before this? I feel like that guy saw the thrill of the chase as an opening and then just came up with some bullshit solved in New Mexico and said, yeah, that's what I think, just to jump on the gravy train. And then he uses cape. He finds the biggest channel with the most Forrest Fenn content and the most, our go-to news source for Forrest Fenn, and targets the hate just to get attention. And he bought bots to watch his live shows to get hits so he can get in the, there's nothing I can say that he's done, but I mean, he's taken every advantage that he can and has used it to snake his slimy way into the chase. They deserve each other. You guys seen his threats for the new year? Apparently he's going to shut us all down. No, he's saying that for attention, and we're giving that to him. Look at, it's just like poison on my tongue to give him attention and her attention. But because that's exactly what they want. That's this is by design. They have embedded themselves into the chase. They have written themselves into the story, whether we like it or not. They've weaseled their way in. They are now a part. Greg has got himself written in documentaries now. From what? From nowhere. Some ass clown that hates Forrest, that's talked shit about the family, is now an integral part of the story. Bravo. Get your 15 minutes of hate. K-Pro, someone on your channel said the first name, and I think others with the same name are concerned what we think of them. Oh, the source person? We all know his first name is Scott. So Scott, that is a very common name. So, and if you know any Scott, like if you can think of even one Scott in the chase, you're going to assume it's them. And whether that be, because there's a million Jacks, like Jack and Jack are two different people, But that is interesting. and he came out and said he lied anyway. So I mean, that's just gross. That whole thing is just gross. It's just one more person trying to grab what K-Pro and Cow, what you guys built. You guys built the House of Fenn on YouTube, you know? It's just somebody trying to grab onto your coattails. And, you know, and by creating hate and creating shit, it's one way in. Because everybody loves the hate or loves to hear about the human nature, man. We are not all writing ourselves into the villages. I know we are we are we not all writing ourselves into the thrill of the chase? Yes, we are. Like it or not. It's like I'm writing myself. I'm doing it to myself. But I don't want to. I want to be under the radar. I don't want to be. But yet I do. It's like I don't want to be. I want to have just my little group of 50 people that know who I am. I don't want I want to peek through the curtain. I don't want to be on stage. I just want to peek through the curtain. But too late now. Here I am flapping my jaws 11 o'clock at night on Christmas. Not to change the subject. Okay. To change the subject. Okay, come up with something else, please. That makes me the outhouse of Fenn. What do you think of Jack hid cash email thingy? Oh, I think people have too much time on their hands. Until he says, I hid something somewhere, or this chase isn't over, or there's something more to this, I'm not going to play any of those foolish games. And I'm going to take this at face value. But that is interesting. Whoever did find that and actually came up with. Jack said the solution was tied to Fenn's emotional response. I feel like that we only see Fenn's emotional in a select few scenarios. Fenn emotional in a select few scenarios. We who know the truth. We are the truth seekers. I wasn't sure if I saw what happened in chat, K-Bro, but thank you. Hooli, I did see it and need to message him. Thanks for reminding me. Chasing with, oh look, the angry Aussie in the house. I'm still obsessed with his voice. It's majestic. Hey, Indy, what's cracking? Streesing, Susie, if K-Pro is the house of Fenn, I'm the outhouse of Fenn. Somebody has to do it. Okay, sweet. I'm still Fenn obsessed. You? Fenn obsessed much? Daily. Put the cat on. First person to make Susie snort wins. That's what you're saying. Oh, you guys, I've just now driven totally off topic. Oh wait, look, there's still some left. Yay. I I think I'm going to have to go without solving the poem. Ha! My whole point was we were going to figure it out right now, today. So, Warm Waters Halt is a parking lot on or near the border with a possible street crossing. You're welcome. I need to grab the rest of the Orthodox Jewish wine and talk to Fenn. Concord grape wine. I have no idea. Lucky, trying to save for a home now. But that is our family thing, we say, just to get the trolls going. Trying to save for a home now. I thought you guys just bought a... He probably thought you guys just bought a beautiful, great big house with the pool in Vegas. No, you never... I guess no one ever said you bought that. It was just an assumption. That could be a rental property until you get married and then go buy a house. Makes sense. It's easier just to make up stories. What do we think about Jack saying, "You will see" several times as answer to Jenny Kyle? Gives me hope is what that does, Hooli. Nice. Aussie will have one with ya. Okay. Have one with me. Okay, bro, I promise to represent. Streets representing. Manischewitz. Manischewitz. And what is that cracker called? The unleavened bread. Can't think of. Didn't even notice that I left the Zoom last night. That moonshine really got to you. Also, I left to eat tamale. Oh, I love tamales. Love tamales. I didn't get one this Christmas. Okay, you guys. This is silly. I'm gonna sign off. I've been on 2 hours and 18 minutes. 2 hours and 20 minutes. I gave it a good try. I just drove off track too many times. But this is absolutely to be continued. I am going to work on this poem more. So let's do that again soon. I will come on live and or I will make a video. Better yet, a video of a short little piece of it instead of a 2-hour long talk. Maybe a better approach. I see my name. Also, my boyfriend, who is part German, got me to eat a piano with mashed potatoes. A piano. What is that? No, Goodell Khan. Thank you. You were the best, Susie. Fridays are awesome because of you. Thanks, Gabriel. Did you see Toby and Shelly? I didn't. Well, I saw those guys come on, but I was gone. And didn't watch them. But anyway, you guys, yeah, sweet dreams, and I will see y'all again soon. Thanks for joining me tonight. Somebody else go on live now. Jump on, K-Pro. Good night.